Hi there, everybody. That rocket went up beautiful yesterday. Fortunately, the one in the morning was a little hazy. And the big boy was a little like Jim Lovell, 3 times around the moon and never got there. But the one that was like Jay Swaggart had the right stuff and went up. It's kind of funny how the rockets resembled my astronauts. Oh, hi there, everybody. I know you haven't seen me around for a while. Let's see. That is Ghost Rider Gamer. Hi, how you doing? Bravo, you made it. Well, I'm going to do a short video. I'm in the middle of cooking my dinner. When my dinner goes beep, beep, I'm going to have to get ready to go. But until then, I'm here to say hi. I'm sorry I haven't been on live for a while. I've been working pretty long and hard. I'm working on the next movie. I hope you guys seen it. I don't know how many people saw SWACK-IT. Little embryo over here can be a stinker, huh? That's my movie, SWACK-IT. And I always like to show how I decorate DVDs. If I ever made these DVDs in production, which I'd love to do one day, you won't be getting some wonderful movies. I just need an open door. Well, that's my dream since I was 11 years old, to get this cartoon out as a TV series on TV. But being I couldn't do the TV thing at that time, way back when it was expensive airtime on TV. Praise the Lord for YouTube. Well, YouTube is just as great as the TV. Matter of fact, I think it's even better. I get to interact with good friends. Hello, let's see, cool. MMBB. Okay, CA. I don't know really what that means. It says, but I say hi. That must be your name. Like mine is RG Jubilee. Well, I was just here to say hi. You haven't seen me live for a while, like I said. I was working on this movie. How many of you, did a lot of people see it? Or did you guys who are online, did you see my movie, SWACK-IT? SWACK-IT. So, you know, Jack Swaggart's name, Swaggart. Wow, sounds like SWACK-IT. The embryo made fun. And you'll see what he did to him for big stuff in the story. It's kind of funny. As we would say, do you know what time it is? It's Apollo 13 time. This is the clock I made for the 25th anniversary of the Apollo 13 cartoon. I guess I should show it to you. I was just being a little silly, you know. Remember that show, Howdy Doody? And it went, do you know what time it is? It's Howdy Doody time. Do you know what time it is? It's Howdy Doody time. Howdy Doody. That brings it back to my childhood too, just like the Apollo 13. I used to love looking at that show. I know I'm showing my age. That's when TV was fun. And when everything was very clean humor. Like I show in my Apollo 13 cartoons. Today you don't get a lot of the good humor. You get people making fun of things they should not be making fun of. Especially using my Lord's name in vain. I just do not like that. But other than that, humor, and then humor about tulipos and go to the bathroom kind of stuff. Come on, that should be flushed down the drain where it belongs. What happened to good old humor? You'll never see any sick humor in my cartoons. All my cartoons have a good, clean humor. I make sure of that. I don't do any tulipo humor in my cartoons or any blaspheme of people's names. I don't put nobody down. It's all good, clean, beautiful humor. I design things to make people laugh because that's what we need today. We need a laugh. Everybody's sad today because of this corona thing. living a different way of life, being cooped up in the house, always having to walk outside with a face mask. Let me show you what I mean. Gotta show you my face mask I made for the occasion. Whoa, there's a fly in my house. Oh, I got a dragonfly in my house. It just flew on my head. And it's on my Jack Swagget picture. See, people have to walk around with masks, so I may as being a little funny. I put Jack Swagget on my mask. Oh, get me off this thing already. I don't belong here. You're my biggest fan. Yay! Thank you for my biggest fan. You know, yesterday was astronaut Jack Swagget's birthday. So I did a party in the pool with my friends. We have a pool party here. We go to the pool in the morning and all. And they like the Apollo 13 astronauts and the Apollo 11 astronauts. And they like the rocket launches. And they brought me to the rocket site yesterday. I had a great party day, man. Ooh. It was a big stuff birthday party that I'm going to remember because it was the 50th year anniversary of the Apollo 13. I make a point that I'm going to make every one of each astronaut's birthdays popular, famous. I mean, not really famous. I mean, I'm going to do a party with my friends. But I am making it famous because I'm talking to you about it. It is famous. That wasn't for these astronauts being born, they wouldn't be here, right? It wasn't for the Lord creating them, they wouldn't be here. So, and that wasn't for the wonderful gift the Lord has given me. That wouldn't have been a cartoon that you all enjoy. I'm going to be working on a smaller when I could get money up. I'm going to finish off the big Billy Bob bear that everybody's waiting for me to finish. By the way, that large Billy Bob bear, I don't know if I can show you. Let me turn the computer around. See in the back there where the Christmas tree is? That's a life-size Billy Bob bear I'm working on. I need to get a few more parts. I'm trying to get the money up. But my friend Aaron, because I sold a few dolls, I was able to get do a trade-in for something I sold so he could get the money. He's going to make me a real Billy Bob face. I'm going to add it on that doll. So it will look really like Billy Bob. And I'm going to shape the body the right way. And I'm going to work out, make it even better. Working on the animatronics better. Got a few extra motors I need for it. I'm getting it ready. I'm figuring out some kind of programming, how I can make it work. Maybe my next Apollo 13 show, my animatronic, animatronic show I have with the astronauts will star Billy Bob in it. You never know. Billy Bob will have a good addition. For all my Rocket Fire fans out there, Aaron Fisher, he's a bit, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right. I have a hard time pronouncing it. I'm still got to get used to these teeth. So if I said the name wrong, I am sorry, but he's a good friend. I'm glad to know him. It's wonderful to know somebody is in the animation business too, the audio animatronic one, that is. And try to get some tips from him. And he could get some tips from me because I'm good at making molds and mold making and designing things. I guess we can help each other out. That's what it is. If one person helps each other out and we work together as a team, teamwork is really what the best thing is. That's what God wants, unity. He wants unity. Unity is the best way to live. Love each other, love your neighbor as you love yourself. If you abide by that rule, everything will go good. I mean, do unto others like you want others to do unto you. That's also another good rule. Well, back to astronaut Jack Swagget's birthday. We had a great time. I'll tell you a little bit how the story is. It first began with me finishing off, of course, Swag-IT, the movie I've been working on to get done in time. It's online. It's on my website. If you didn't see the movie Swag-IT, go see Swag-IT. It's very funny. Swag-IT. It's Swag-IT, but done funny by Swag-IT. little embryo does a trick to big stuff. And you'll see what happens in this show. It's funny. You heard of slapstick humor? Well, there's a lot of that going on. Like, SWACK-IT! Oh, hi there, astronaut. Now, SWACK-IT's name is kind of funny. When I was a kid, I couldn't figure out how to read his name. In 1970, when I first started making a cartoon, and I called him Mr. Big Stuff because of him being called Mr. Big Jack. Did I ever tell you that funny story? The first year that I got this picture, and I was, of course, reading the names here of the astronauts. Now, I'm dyslexic. I don't know if a lot of people know, I have hard time spelling and reading. And as a kid, I didn't know what it was. Nobody knew what dyslexia was. I was 11 years old. I couldn't pick out why I couldn't read words right. And I pronounced Hayes' name as Haynes. Because I remember Haynes underwear. That's what I thought it said. So the very first movie, you was going to call his name Haynes. That's because I didn't know how to read names. I never even bothered to figure out how to spell. I mean, SWACK-IT, because I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what it sounded like. I was like, swa. I'm like, what? That's why I called him Mr. Big Stuff. It was easier. And of course, Jim was the easiest. Lovell and Jim was the easiest name. And I knew about Jim Lovell from all the previous missions. And his name was the one I remembered the most. So it's like Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins. So, these two were the rookies. This was the Bo Pro. I'm going to tell you something funny about those rockets. The first rocket that was supposed to go up at night, 3 nights in a row, I stood up at 2 o'clock. And the last event that was about to go was like 4:30 in the morning. From all night long, I woke up. This rocket was there. It was going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. And all of a sudden, the rocket stood on the base. It's like 3 times the rocket had attempt to get up into space, but never made it. It's like Jim Lovell. 3 times he around the moon going in space. He never landed on the moon. Ain't that kind of funny? And plus, it was the biggest rocket of all of them. It's like he's the old pro. He's a big one. the more popular, right, in size. So if you take that rocket to be Jim Lovell rocket, it represents his personality, don't you think? Now, the morning of the second rocket that was supposed to go up was kind of hazy. Hazy. Okay. Unfortunately, it was scrubbed because due to technical difficulty, but it was a hazy day. It didn't go. Now, we didn't think that the third rocket that was supposed to go up was going to make it. But I said, I bet the Jack SWACK-IT rocket's going to make it because it's going to have the right stuff. It's the big stuff one, and it's on his birthday. And it's his birthday candle. Sure as not, my friends took me to the launch site. And you know what? It went up with a bang. It came back. It went up with a big light up candle. Like an explosion. Like the way it does, like a beautiful flow of light, like a candle. And it came back with a bang. Yeah, I guess Jack SWACK-IT is the right stuff. He's the big stuff. Now about the name Big Stuff. Well, that's where it comes from. He was called Big Jack. So the big comes from that. And he was the tallest astronaut out of all the astronauts in the Apollo team at that time. If he was 1 inch taller, he wouldn't have been big. He wouldn't be able to fit inside the command module. So he wouldn't be able to be an astronaut. But he was the tallest astronaut to be in space at the time. And I nicknamed him Big Jack. Also, he had the right stuff because Kim Manley had to be dropped the last minute. This astronaut in 2 days. Just think, 2 days. You're going to the moon 2 days. Picture somebody telling you that you're going to the moon in 2 days. How would you feel? You have to be equipped with the right stuff to do that, right? So you had the right stuff to save the mission. And by the way, he did save the mission. A lot of people don't know that Jack SWACK-IT when they were doing the free return trip around the moon, Jack Swagger suggested to Mission Control, because they were trying to figure out how to make the consumables last. Jack Swagger told Mission Control, if we do the burn earlier as we're going towards the moon, it will increase our velocity and get to the moon faster. And then as we're going around the moon, do the burn as we're coming out from the backside of the moon, not from the backside of the moon, but from out from the backside of the moon. And at a certain time, it increased the velocity. He knew exactly, because Jack Swagger, people don't know that he was the backup astronaut during the Apollo 11, doing all the, what do you call it, consistency. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. He was doing all the, what if this will go wrong? What if that will go wrong? How will we get out of this? Because Apollo 11 was a lot of what's going to happen. He was the book of what to do when things go wrong. He was writing out plans of what to do and maneuvers and what to do if there was an emergency in space during the first mission. How would we get the astronauts home if this happened, if that happened? So Swack-IT was pretty smart. That stupid movie doesn't show how smart he really was. Nobody gives him the credit how smart he really is. Because he was a rookie astronaut, that's not right to let people not know that he was smart. And I'm the one who sticks up for him. It was his birthday yesterday. And today I'm celebrating with you guys. I had a pool party this morning at my friends at the pool. And I made a cake with a NASA meatball. And the cake looked like the NASA meatball. NASA meatball and I have something in common. We were created on the same day. The same year. The NASA meatball was designed in 1959, and I was born in 1959. Ain't that amazing? And I'm Italian, so I like a good meatball. Picture that one out. But you see, the locket that went up was Jack Swagger. So the name Mr. Big Stuff, he became his name. Or I should say, there was no Mr. I didn't call him Mr. Big Stuff. I called him Big Stuff in the beginning. For the first year, as I was making the shows, the Big Stuff and Embryo Show was the name of it. That was the one with the Unseen World that I just put up. And SWACK-IT. SWACK-IT comes from the Big Stuff and Embryo Show, because it was Big Stuff and Embryo, Big Stuff, and this little alien in the show. There was a Big Stuff and Embryo Show. The Adventures of Apollo 13. That was the original layout. At that time, I did not know how to animate, so all of them were just stories. Now I'm starting to animate the most popular stories. So I'll be making movies of that series, which I've been doing. SWACK-IT is the second one in the series. It was fun to watch. Something I designed 50 years ago. Have new life. And the ending of this origin of this, I added on the conference room, because in the original story, Swagger went to the conference, and then when he came back home, he yelled at Embryo, "What did you do?" He was hung up. He didn't know about the sign on the nose, didn't have the glue thing. I added that in. I added that part in with the sticky fingers and haze getting stuck and everything getting stuck together. That was new. But the part where, up to the point when they go to the conference room and have the conference, and everybody hitting Jack on the back, and they kept hitting him until he came home and said, "Why is everybody hitting me?" And as he goes home, he goes, "Embryo, that's the funniest thing that happened to me. Why is everybody was just hitting me all day long today?" And Embryo's going, "Do you know anything about that?" SWACK-IT, 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 SWACK-IT. Oh, that again? Oh, no, because his name is SWACK-IT. So it sounds like SWACK-IT, SWACK-IT. He goes to take off his jacket and hang it up. He sees a sign, and he goes, "Embryo!" And he goes, "Uh-oh, I'm in trouble again. Bye." That's how the original ending went. That was the original story. But I had to add some more of add Jim and Hayes in it a little bit more. So I wanted them to do something about this. And actually, this is a picture of the actual conference that they were having. If you remember this conference, if you notice, I made it almost exactly like this picture. So, that's what they were doing. And I tried to make the cartoon look, as lifelike to the original lifestyle of the astronauts and put some of the original, history of them into the story, so it makes it more fun and makes it more historical. And by the way, my girlfriend at the pool, I kept saying, Embryo loved to make tang. And I said, I couldn't find tang where I was. As I was looking, I said, I wonder if they still make tang. She surprised me this morning with some tang. So here's to Jack Swaggart. I drink to Jack Swaggart and all the astronauts. And the new machine of astronauts is going up on SpaceX. They gotta bring that tang with them. He drink that the astronauts drink. Delicious, just like it always was. Now I know my embryo likes it. So we go back to Jack Swaggart's big stuff name. So after the year of the Big Stuff and Embryo Show, it was a successful thing, and I was dying to wish I was able. So I had all slide up those stories. I made so many stories during the first year. So I'm going to I'm picking out the best of those stories, and I'm animating them one by one. I may add a little more fun stuff to them, but so you get the history of what happened. Now in the song that I put, that's been very popular, I got to work. That is another scene in one of the stories that happened where Embryo like making a spacecraft, and he used to use this crazy glue. So that was another sticky one that Biggie got stuck to a seat. That did happen in one of the stories. I added that in there. The turkey coming out of the sky. Well, that was new. I had to put something funny in there. Biggie goes, what? Like that doesn't go. And the Big Stuff cartoon, you never know what's going to happen. All things are possible. The Eclipse one also is part of a Big Stuff and Embryo Show. And that's part of the unseen world when he winds up in the unseen world and when he gets Embryo, how Embryo comes to the house. I remember that musical, the Big Stuff and Embryo Show musical. In the song Biggie's House, Embryo sings about some of the stories. And one day on the first day that Big Stuff trusted Embryo to stay home, and he had to go to NASA, and he has to hide this alien so NASA don't know he's there. Embryo decided to make a swamp in his house. I'm going to animate that one. That's funny. Big Stuff came home. Whoa. And then he had the NASA officials that was supposed to visit him at his house. And he couldn't let them in because and Jim and Hayes wanted to say, Maggie, why didn't you want us in your house? And my son was like, why don't we do this interview in Jim Lovell's house, please, today? My house is not right now. It's not clean enough. So they wound up doing it in Jim Lovell's house. And he said, Embryo, when I get back, that house better be in order. You're gonna have to live someplace else. Maybe in my backyard if you like the flowers so much. I'll build a place for you or something. And Embryo says, how can I have that worry? So when Biggie went to the interview where they were doing the photo shoot and everything in Jim Lovell's house and having a little party there. Because it was moved on, because Jim Lovell was running away. He said, my house is... The other two actually at that time did not know about Embryo. It was still a secret. It was one of the earlier shows. And there was another fun thing too. Every time Biggie would go out the house, Embryo would love to go into Big Stuff's closet and look at all his stuff. And he has a rush to put everything back because that's when Biggie goes to open up the closet, it always falls on his head. So there's a couple of scenes in that song that came from several shows. So I'll be doing some of that stuff in the future. So, but back to how a Big Stuff got his name. I mean, I told you how he got his name. Let me tell you the surprise that happened to me. After the first year making the Big Stuff and Embryo Show, I think I mentioned this before in previous videos, but I don't think If you don't remember it, I'm going to do it right now. My sister and I used to live in the same room. She would get up early in the morning, get ready for work. So she had this clock ready that would turn on in the morning at 6 a.m. in the morning, wake me up. Oh, I didn't have to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, but I was up. And I had, of course, my big stuff picture next to me, like I do, And I'm about to open my eyes. I'm looking at Mr. Big Stuff, which is Jack Swaggett. And I'm here, Mr. Big Stuff, tell me, who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? And I'm like, huh? Am I dreaming? Is that radio saying Mr. Big Stuff? And I told Diane, who sang that song? What's that song? What's that song? I was like, God, I'm so excited. Somebody singing about my astronaut. I didn't know about that. At that time I was a kid. I was 11 years old. Picture, you gave that. You did a cartoon. Big Stuff, an Embryo Show for a year. For the Evolved Nationals. Nobody even cared who they were then, but I made about maybe 300, 400 stories with them in it during the course of the year. And I am waking up, and the song goes, Mr. Big Stuff, tell me, who do you think? And I'm like, So that's where we got the Mr. from. Mr. Big Stuff. They made a song about him, about me knowing it. And then later on came out another song that I left. Again, another song goes on the radio. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. I'm going, what is going on around here? So that's what happened, I don't know if it was a coincidence or if the Lord ordained that to be funny. Let me look and see what you people were saying as I was talking about that. That's kind of funny, don't you think? Let's see. Cool. I'm your biggest fan. Nice. Oh, okay. Bobby, I would get a latex mask once the virus is over. What latex mask are you talking about? MMBBCA from Aaron. Like I'm going to get with the Billy Bob I was talking about before. You too? Okay. Hi, RG. Hi, RG. Hi, how you doing? Oh, you're talking about the mask I made on the big guy over there. I'm looking on the big Billy Bob myself over there. See that big guy over there? Once I start working on them, I'll be doing videos on that. You'll see me working on it. Guys, see this house? What a mess I got. I was in the middle of cleaning, working, trying to get all stuff in order. And my old, broken down air conditioner died. So it gets so hot in here that I got to stop, do a little every time, and taking forever to get done. It's just too hot. When it's too hot, I don't want to do nothing. I'm in the pool. I'm in the pool. I got to keep myself cool. Oh, that rhymes. I live in the pool. Got to keep myself cool. So that's what happens. Can we see the cartoon if you show it either earlier? I miss it. Oh, yes, you can see the cartoon. Weird files. You can see the cartoon. Just go to my channel, RG Jubilee, and you'll see the cartoon SWACK-IT, along with hundreds of other cartoons I've done with Mr. Big Stuff and all my other cartoon characters. In October, I'll be talking about the Quest movie, which is an awesome movie I've been working on. I'm working on part 2 on that one, too. I got a lot of movie projects on the way, so that's why you don't really see me live, because it takes time to make content to put up. I mean, I have to make a choice. When I'm working on a movie, it takes a long time, so I have to work on the movie first. Then I got to do the live content. So I am still, working on it. Sometimes I do little short videos to put in between to keep my channel going. But when you don't see me live for a while, that means I'm working on another surprise. And I'll be reviewing it, and I'll be giving you the date when I come up. I was going to come up yesterday, but I was just too tired. I didn't know I was going to go out to see the launch live, so because I was supposed to bake the cake that day. Well, I did bake the cake that day. I didn't get to bed until 1:30 in the morning. Okay, if I got back for the launch, I had to bake the cake. It was so hot. But you know what? I did it. I had a good time because I did a party in the pool with my friends for Jack Swaggett's birthday. It was Jack Swaggett's birthday. That candle went up, that rocket went up on his birthday. And I said that was a Jack Swaggett rocket, and it was the Jack Swaggett rocket. He came back and he returned, and it was Jack Swaggett. I made the help make the Apollo 13 astronauts go home. You know who the first one when mission control was calling up Apollo 13 on the way home, and they had that static. It's like the rocket returning back, like Apollo 13 returning back. The first person to say that they were home was Jack Swaggett. Jack Swaggett said, "Okay, Joe." Isn't that funny? Swaggett. It sure does sound like Swaggett. So when you see the movie, you'll see it's kind of funny. I'm sorry. Don't mean to hit you. I'm down here. But a cartoon is funny. Let's see. What else do we have? Reading all your comments. Yeah, you can see that cartoon. So go see it after you see me, okay? I wasn't weird files. I'm sorry. I thought the guys in the background were a green screen. They are real. That's awesome. Oh, you thought this is a green screen? No. Okay, I mix your names up. The one who wants to see the cartoon is River Snow Lap. It's hard to see the words because it's small and the distance with the glasses. So, and I'm dyslexic, so please forgive me if I mix up what you guys are saying. I'm trying to read as I'm talking. Yeah, these are animated. They are cutouts I made of the astronauts. I blew them out and I animated them with motors. They move back and forth. I have a video on how, if you look up online, one of my live videos, I tell you how to bring pictures to life mechanically with motors. I did show how this worked on one of the videos. And when I showed how I had these working, and I also did a video on if you got a picture, a photograph, like I did with Jack Swaggett, and they make a Xerox copy of it. You can even make, I did this live on there to show you how to make a picture move. Now, if you got a picture like this and you just connect a motor to it, you can get it to move by itself like I did over there. And it's a very simple thing to do. It's fun to do. And I just have fun doing it. This was just a cutout. We cut out. I got a wire going down to a motor that's down here, pulling it up and down. This head is on a pivot. And as his body swings back and forth, his head turns. The same thing with all of them. So I have to work on Hayes over here. He's getting a little lazy. He's tired, I guess. And the wheel in the back is getting loose, so he's not moving as fast as he should be moving. He's like, oh, give me a break. But you know, I think Hayes got sick on the mission, so it's kind of funny. He's hazing. There's old Jim Lovell behind me. I guess my animated astronauts kind of has a personality too, don't you think? Let's see. Yeah, probably get one. I'm trying to. Can we see the? Yes, you can see the cartoon. You thought the guys were there. Do you still have Baby Yoda? Yes, I still have Baby Yoda. Which one? I got a couple. I got a puppet one and I got an animatronic one. Always happy to see you upload. Oh, thank you. Sonic. That's Sonic. And cardboard. Cardboard. That's your name? Cardboard. Oh, you're the guy that makes the cardboard things? Are you the ones that make cardboard, all those cardboard things I enjoy? Cardboard X777. Are you the one that has the bit? Are you the one I subscribe to that makes those beautiful cardboard stuff? I tell you, the people that make those cardboard things are awesome. I gave them 2 thumbs up. There's a lot of wonderful people on YouTube. I know for you guys, right? That's why I subscribe to your channel and I give you a thumbs up. You give me a lot of helpful hints and I make my stuff better. And I thank everybody for uploading those things. My God has given you great wisdom. Just like he's given me. And he's given Jack SWACK-IT. I forget the voice of him. And actually, that was the mission of the command module pilot. It's his duty to make sure the other 2 astronauts get home safe from the moon. So he did make sure they got home safe. And he was the first one to call out, "Okay, Joe!" And that was the first words that were heard with the response when the Apollo 13 came back. Just like that rocket came back with a big boom, boom, bang. Well, there you go. Jack SWACK-IT rocket did it. I'm going to show you something funny. Hold on. Happy to see you. Okay. Years ago, they came out with G.I. Joe dolls. We all know G.I. Joe dolls, right? Now, a couple of years ago when the Apollo 13 movie came out, they made a G.I. Joe doll, which was the most horrible G.I. Joe doll I ever did see, with the outfit of Apollo 13. So this was an old astronaut G.I. Joe doll that I had. And the original suit was a silver suit that kind of fell apart and had no suit on him. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put the Apollo 13 suit on him because the Apollo 13 suit is perfect for him. And plus, look at this doll. Doesn't he look like Gene Kranz? I mean, really, this doll looks like Gene Kranz. He used to have fuzzy hair, but the fuzzy hair kind of, I guess the glue came off. I used to love to feel the hair. I got to find where I can get fleece this color so I can glue some more hair on his head. But look what this doll does.
10 seconds to lift off and counting. Entering lunar orbit.
This is my favorite one. Let me see if I can find it.
Entering lunar.
Oh, no, that's not it. Okay. I want you to say this funny thing.
Prepare lunar module.
I love the way he says that. For some reason, it makes me laugh. Prepare lunar module. So that was then later on they had G.I. Joe dolls. This is the newer G.I. Joe's dolls they make now. Same face. They call him Duke. I never knew his name was Duke, but this guy was Duke with the same face that looks like Gene. The original versus the newer one. Now I'm going to show you something of how technology changed through the years. The original G.I. Joe doll was awesome. That's what I liked about the original G.I. Joe dolls. These guys actually helped me draw my characters. And I used to use this doll when I used to draw the cartoons. They're very posable. They actually were the best posable dolls they ever made. Look at this moves. This is showing you how much movement. His head comes off every now and then because he's old. But look how much movement this doll has. Even the ankles of the feet turn around. The knees, the leg goes all the way up and down. This leg goes all the way up and down. Goes all the way back. You can put them in all different positions. It's got a twisty waist. I mean, look how beautifully made this doll is, right? Now, look at the doll they made now, the newer G.I. Joe dolls. When they came back out with the anniversary, they said, oh, they made the doll back again. Cool. Wait a minute, no hand movement. Oh, hand grip. Oh, yeah, fine. But, no shoulder bend. Only up and down and all around. Okay. Yeah. I can't put my arms all the way up. Look at this guy. He can really put his hands all the way up and scratch his head. And he also turn around all the way too. His hands would never do that. And they do turn around, but that's about what they can do. Right? His head, all it does is back and forth. No up and down, just back and forth and all the way around. Wait a minute. No, no twist the waist. Legs. Now, this is a Barbie doll. Click, click. Clack, clack. Click, click. Clack, clack. Not even the feet turn. He's a stiff. And you know what? These dolls cost more money than this doll did that talked when it first came out. I only paid $7 when I first got this doll. In a little box and everything. He had a silver suit on and all. This doll, you could pay $35. Which one would you buy? I like this one. He talks. This guy. Yeah. Let me pick up the poor doll. Sorry. Well, my food should be done soon, so I'm going to have to close out soon. So if anybody has anything to tell me, let me know. And if you hear beep, 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 I have to get up to shut the oven off. Well, I'm going to talk until we go beep, 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 okay? That's my timer so I can eat. Do I have Baby Yoda? I do, yeah. Next video, I'll show you Baby Yoda again, okay? A deal? Well, does anybody got questions? Are you all going to see SWACK-IT? After you finish seeing me, look at my new movie, SWACK-IT, and let me know how you SWACK it. Just SWACK the like button. And let me know if you like SWACK-IT. Later on, I'll upload another version of it with the original ending. It's going to be shorter than this one. Because of course, I did the interview happening during the interview. Because that's a scene that was cut out of the actual story. So I figured, let me add that in. And I had to show these two astronauts what they were doing. It's a Big Stuff and Embryo Show. Always focuses between Big Stuff and Embryo, most of it. And the other two astronauts are in and out. But I wanted to get them into the show more, so I had to make it funny. So I added those scenes. And you know, Jim Lowe is always inventing some invention. So he invented the super sticky glue. And at that time, there was the beginning, I think, of a crazy glue, I think, was coming out at that time. So it kind of is not too, it kind of fits the agenda, I guess. Yeah. So let me know how you like my movies, SWACK-IT. How many of you like The Unseen World? Isn't that fun? That's the place where Eclipsio came from. I know people like Eclipsio. I'll be doing more things. I did enjoy SWACK-IT. Yay, Sonic. I know you did. I think you were the first one to see it, too. I'll give you 2 thumbs up and I'll SWACK-IT. Goodness. Thank you for seeing it. Let's see how many more people would SWACK-IT. When I was a kid, I used to be funny. SWACK-IT, SWACK-IT. Swag-it and SWACK-IT sounds almost the same, so it's kind of funny. Embryo, he would do anything to that poor astronaut. His astronaut's so kind to let him in and protect him. And once he get whacked, poor Biggie. He puts up with Embryo. He puts up with Jim's crazy inventions. He puts up with Hayes sneezing him all over the place and his enthusiasm. He puts up with me, the animator drops spoons on his head and does crazy things. Then he goes in mission control and tries to explain everything. Especially the embryo ones, they can't say anything about it, and they think his astronaut's going nuts. They think he has lunophobia. It's so funny. I just love my cartoon. It's perfect. I just hope all of you like it as much as I do. After all, it's 50 years of my life. I was 11 years old, so that makes me 61. So most of my history of my life, the good part is all the good stuff. You get good stuff, the old good stuff. Yep. It's starting to get hot in here. Unfortunately, my air conditioner broke down. And I'm hot. That's another thing, too. I was sweating it when I was making this movie. It got so hot. And I had to fight to figure out how to get air conditioner to fix. And the insurance company that kept coming to fix it don't want to do it anymore. And it's like, and I don't got the money for a new air conditioner. So I guess I'm going to have to live without an air conditioner because I can't afford an air conditioner. Unfortunately. Money is the one thing I don't have, but I do have a lot of love, and I give. I'm not gonna bother me because I live with the Lord. I know I live by faith. See, I have because I give. I give because I have. Therefore, I'm never without. I don't let little things like that get me down because I know one day the Lord's gonna help me through it. I'll persevere. Look at Apollo 13. They persevered. I mean, they had a broken oxygen tank, broken fuel cells, command module that was died. They were in the middle of nowhere between Earth and Moon. But they got home because of the fate of the Lord. Lord, these are good. They could do that for Apollo 13. He can sure help me with the air conditioner, right? So that's why I don't bother. I say, I have faith in the Lord. So once you get your faith the size of a mustard seed, you can tell any mountain to move, and it will move. So don't be despaired with this coronavirus. So you have to wear these stupid masks. Why don't you make it fun like I do? Put the thing on the mask that you like the most. Therefore, it will be fun for you to wear. And you can wear it outside with pride. And people can ask you questions about how silly this is. Then you can just tell, that's my cartoon character, Jack. So I get the astronaut for Apollo 13. Go on my YouTube channel and you'll see the movies. Good advertisement, right? Put your logo, your channel on your mask. Do anything. If you have to talk and walk around like this, make it fun. Just be safe, everybody. That's why I pray for all of you that nobody gets this virus because this virus is terrible. Just be careful and do what you're supposed to do. Social distance, keep yourself clean. Wear your mask when you go outside. Stay away from people if they don't have masks. And you should be fine. And ask the Lord for protection, which is the most important thing. Once you do that, you got all systems go. The Lord will pull you through, just like he did Apollo 13. They did all they can do. Mission Control did all they can do. The whole world united in prayer. The Lord heard the prayer, and he saved them in the air. It's like my song, Apollo 13. Apollo 13, welcome home again. Apollo 13, free tycho worry man. Apollo 13, and mission control, and the whole wide world, got together to praise the Lord. Oh, is it so? The Lord heard the prayer, and they returned in the air. Paul the team, welcome home again. Jim, Fred, and Jack, thank God you are back. Let this be a lesson to you. Oh, you. No matter how hard life gets, the Lord can pull you through. Oh, Paul the team, welcome home again. Paul the team, treat tight, cold, weary man. So, whatever comes your way, whatever tribulation may be your way, just look to the Lord. He'll help you through. Be pure, be in love, do good things, love your neighbor as you love yourself, help people who need, especially during this coronavirus, be a good friend for those. Give them laughter like I do. And when I'm doing for reviews, I'm giving you entertainment and laughter, which is my gift that I give freely to you. I want to see all of you be happy and healthy and have a very good time. And there goes my beeper. Perfect timing. Well, this is RG Jubilee saying, Roger that and out. And see you in the next video. Okay? Don't forget to swack it and swack the like. Bye for now.